What's going on, Banshee fans around the world? Today's video I'm going to be giving a review on this Clarke 5.5 gallon fuel tank for Yamaha Banshee. Just want to say this is not a sponsored video. I bought this tank with my own money and I'm just giving an honest customer review, and just wanted to go over the installation and just kind of how I like running it over the last few years. So I'll go over the installation first. So basically it bolts to the rear of the frame just like the factory gas tank does. And they give you these grommets, there's small rubber grommets, and then you just bolt it on. And I have kind of not liked this rubber grommet. It seems as if when you bolt this down, it just kind of like bolts right to the frame. And so that's kind of one, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it's kind of a design flaw. I would like to see, it rubber insulated between the frame and this plastic. And then I ended up having to use a larger washer and a lock washer, and also Loctite. You're definitely going to want to Loctite every one of these bolts, or you will have some vibration issues, as I have. So that's how it bolts to the rear. And then on the front, you just have these two bolts and a bracket that bolt to this mount here, which I believe that's where the factory plastic would have bolted to. And they give you these rubber bushings. And like I said, you are going to want to definitely Loctite these bolts. But I have not had any vibration issues since Loctiting the bolts, and everything did line up okay as far as all of the bracket mounts go. And so basically that's the four points of where it bolts to the frame. And then I believe underneath here there's a rubber pad, or a little rubber pad that rests on the frame, so the plastic doesn't ride on the frame. And as far as the plastic goes, I am running just the factory radiator front shroud and the factory fender plastic. You are going to have to trim this, the front plastic to fit, to have clearance. And sorry guys for the filming, I'm trying to do the best I can to show you this. And so I kind of found that I had to do more trimming to the front plastic to get everything to fit, and especially this radiator shroud. I ended up having to shave off quite a bit here, some thickness here, and then also down the sides. I had to trim it all the way down the side so it wouldn't ride on the gas tank. So you're definitely going to have to probably do more trimming than what the instructions tell you to do. I know that I had to do more instructions, and I think that if I recall, there is a template that they give you to cut your plastics out, but I ended up having to trim more. So kind of beware of that. So with the exception of the trimming of some of the plastics, I mean, you're just going to have to, it's going to be a little trial and error. You're going to have to try it a few times to get it right. But basically I just bolt this one screw, remove this, and then I've got access to the radiator, and this just fits in like the factory plastic does. So overall, no issues there. Okay, let's talk about the gas cap. I did have a problem with the Clarke gas cap that they issue you with this tank. It cracked under just tightening it down. I guess I tightened it down too hard, and it cracked the lip of this cracked. So under a little bit of research, I learned that an NOS OEM Honda XR650 fuel cap fit, and it came with the vent hose, and this is all original equipment, Honda. And so the thread pattern is the same as the Clarke tank. And I've had this on here for a long time, and I've had no problems at all. I think I paid, I don't know, maybe $15 for this cap. So you're definitely going to want to run an XR650 cap with this tank, with the, with the fuel vent hose, and I've just got the factory key switch going on with the factory vent hose tube that holds it and keeps it in place. And so this, so yeah, that's the one issue that you're gonna definitely have to upgrade to that different cap. And so Clarke, if you're watching, you might want to redesign that cap because it definitely was a problem. And so this is considered a natural, I believe, color of the fuel tank. It's just a natural color. So I've got some fuel in it right now, so you can literally see through it, and which is why I absolutely love it. And I'm running a dual pingle, so I don't have a reserve with this setup, so I can definitely see how low the fuel is, and I can fit a 5-gallon jug in here with plenty of clearance, which is great. So I've got lots of fuel capacity. I mean, to me, this is probably one of the best things I think you can put onto your Banshee. A lot of people, they don't care for the look or whatever, but I mean, gosh, it's even got the the stock radiator. Like it does look like a factory tank. It has the radiator fins and shroud there going on. And so as far as the seat goes, I haven't had any problems with it riding. Of course, when you go to install this, these brackets up here are adjustable, so you can move the tank forward or back to get it to align properly with your seat. So what else can I share? I'm also running bar risers. I've got some Rocky Mountain ETV. They're like those little spacer autofocus. There we go. Spacer bar risers. And I do not have any bar clearance or any issues there with turning, all the way with it. I've got no riding going on, and I would imagine you probably could maybe not have any issues if you were not running those, just running a stock. So that's another kind of thing to kind of keep in mind. But yeah, I do not have any issues with that at all. So overall, with the exception of the cap, I think it's a great improvement for a Banshee. Especially, I'm running this is a 421 serval, so it definitely does burn more fuel than a stock Banshee engine. And then without having a reserve pingle, I definitely know how much fuel I have in the tank, which is a must-have. So I think that's all, guys. That's all, guys, for now. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. And if you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.